for Michael, your popular mathematics teacher. I'm happy to welcome you to this class, and I hope you have your pen and your book beside you because your questions are always welcome. To start with, the topic we have before us today is measures of central tendency. But before we go to what we actually have for today, our previous class, we've learned the meaning of these words. These words at your fingertips. The first one is frequency. Frequency means the number of times an item occur in a data. Frequency is the number of times an item occur in a data. Now, this your item, it can be number, it can be an alphabet, it can be anything that we use to represent a data. So frequency is the number of times an item occurs in a data. Now, what is the meaning of data itself? Data is a collection of facts from which conclusions may be drawn. Like, for instance, what is going on in Nigeria now, we have COVID-19. Different states are recording different numbers of COVID-19 infections every day, and the number is increasing. So when we collect some of this information from these states, we can draw some conclusions from them. And another way we can collect data is by going from one place to another, either in the market or in the class. You can meet your mate and ask them some questions. Like that, you are collecting what? Data. And also set. Set is a collection of specific form of data. For example, I wanted to ask about the age of pupils, the age of my classmates. I can go to Bola. Bola, how old are you? I'll put it down. Yemi, how old are you? I'll put it down. Prince, how old are you? You put it down. Just as I'm going from one person to the other, I'm asking about their age. So set is a specific collection. It's a collection of specific form of data. That is, if you're asking for pupils' age, you will not miss it with size of their shoe. And if you're asking for the size of their shoe, you will not miss it with their favorite food. The measure of central tendency itself is a measurement that tells us where the middle of a bunch of data lies. It may not actually mean the exact number, but the middle. It can be below or above. Now, measures of central tendency, don't forget, is a measurement that tells us where the middle of a bunch of data lies. And there are three forms of them. Mean. Another word for mean is average. The second one is median. And the third one is mode. Now, let's go to what we have for today. Today, we'll be looking at mean or average. I told you that they can ask you to find mean or average is the same thing. Mean is the average of a set of two or more data. Now, mean is the same thing as what? Average. Now, how do we calculate mean? We calculate mean by using this simple method, and that is sum of items. I've told you what item means. Like from this, my example that we have on the board, each of these number, now that it is a set, you don't call them number again. They become what? Items. 3, 2, 5, 2, 2, 3, 10, 13. These are the items we have for example 1, 11, 3, 9, 11. These are the items we have for example 2. Now we calculate our sum, our mean, by finding the sum of the items. Then we divide it by the number of items. Now let's see how we are going to solve this example we have on the board. The first one there we have 3, 2, 5, 2, 2, 3, 10, and 13. For us to calculate the mean, we use this formula, sum of items divide by number of items. Sum is another word for addition, or we say plus. So don't forget, no say sum is one word you've never heard of before. So sum means addition or plus. Now we are going to sum all the items, that is 3 plus the second item, which is 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10 plus 13. When we find the sum of all these numbers, we divide by how many of these items do I find? Are they in this data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 items. So divide by 8. So 3 plus 2, you can pick your pencil and count behind your book, or you get your rough book. Don't count inside your notes. 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 3, 17. 17 plus 10, 27. And 27 plus 13 will give us 40. So we have 40 divided by 8. 40 divided by 8 is what? 5. This is our final answer. So that means the mean of this data on the board is what? 5. Now let's solve example 2. Example 2, we have 1, 11, 3, 9, and 11. We want to calculate the mean. We still go by the formula. Sum of items divide by number of items. Now for the sum, I'm going to be adding 1 plus 11 plus 3 plus 9 plus 11. Then how many items do I have in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do our addition. 1 plus 11, that's 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 9, 24. 24 plus 11 will give us 35. So here we are going to have 35 divided by 5. 35 divided by 5 will give us 7. So this is the mean of the second example. Please don't forget that when you are doing addition, you count together. Addition means counting together. Now, before we go, I have some questions you are going to practice for me on your own. So you are going. The first one you have 2, 1, 3, 5, 0, 4, 3, 5, 1. And number 2 you have 3, 8, 6, 4, 5, 6. And number 3 you have 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Make sure you practice and do have a lovely day.